Welcome to the Once in a Lifetime series. In this video here, we're going to be exploring along the Oregon-Washington state lines, following along the Columbia River. We're going to start out right here on the historic US30 and keep on trucking. All this video is shot in the summer of 2024. So get ready, and the journey starts right now. Alright, here we go. Gonna stop up here at the Lewis and Clark State Park. I've been looking at this on the maps, following this route for about the last week. Kind of spotted it by accident. Because normally when you come down along the Columbia, follow the interstate, which this one shows there's supposed to be an overlook that we're going to see the river from up on the cliffs. A couple waterfalls before we get dumped back on the interstate. So anyway, let's check out the park here. Well, everyone knows Lewis and Clark, don't they? Them two guys sure got around. Back then, they kind of mapped out the whole Northwest. They were here in 1805. The Sandy River used to be called the Quicksand River. Oh, man. What a pretty park. Big old trees. Kind of a cool day. A little humid, not bad. Lewis and Clark Trail, about the plants. Kind of native to the area. One thing about Oregon, they got some of the best state parks in the country for camping. All over, from the coast, inland like this. And here's a map of the river. Yeah, this old US30, we kind of follow along, but we'll look down on the interstate, from what I can tell when I was on Google Maps looking at all this. Then once we get up a few miles, we'll dump right back on the interstate. There's a little look at it. Springdale, and then it looks like right around Bonneville Dam we're gonna get dumped in. There's a couple waterfalls that we'll see. There's an old boat, old steamship, my goodness. The history. Well, the Columbia River now has all the dams in it, so they got to go through the locks. 1883, old locomotives. Cool. Well, what do you say? Let's do it. Ooh, big old bridge here. Old timer. We gotta stop. See a storyboard over here. Heck, we haven't even gone a half mile. Want to check it out? Heck yeah. Well, let's walk out on the bridge. Big group of bicycles just passed me. They're gonna be out enjoying their day. You know, US30 goes clear across the US. It's the old Lincoln Highway. I've driven different parts of it in Nevada. Loneliest road in America. Wow, this is an old bridge. This thing is narrow. Wow. There's your sandy river. I'll be darned. But that thing really gets roaring at times. Yeah, what a neat old bridge, huh? Bet the fishing here is just world class. Salmon. When the salmon are running. I'll have to look in and see how old this thing is. It's up there. As narrow as it is. Alright, let's go check them storyboards. Sandy River Bridge on October 30th, 1792, where the Sandy River empties into the waters of the Columbia boat crew. My goodness. So that was discovered then, and Lewis and Clark renamed the river Quicksand. Now it's known as Sandy River. Huh. Big trees, aren't they? Huge. Well, let's take a drive. There, we got some blue sky. It's a little cloudy this morning starting out. I left super early. I stayed up around Mount St. Helens last night. All of them waved at me going by. There's some cliffs for you. This is going to be cool. We're heading up to an overlook. It's supposed to be some really famous overlook up here. That'll be our first stop. Oh, we're getting out of the trees now. We're climbing. We are definitely climbing up. Very pretty ride up here. A lot of homes. Don't realize how many people live up here. Older homes too. They've been here a while. Oop, which way we go? Which way? Stay to the left. Vista House. That's what we're looking for. Cool. Oh man, now the road's getting narrow. We're way up here. Camera's not picking it off. Columbia River's off to the left. Oh, there's the river. I mean, you see the guardrail right there on the left? It's a straight drop off. And more of a drop off. Wow. This is part of the old road. This is the way they used to travel, way for the interstate. Just wind along these hills up here. How's this for a ride? Ooh, there's the Vista House, yay! Just like the pictures on Google. Alright, well, we gotta stop. All kinds of parking here. This'll work. Wow, what a view, huh? My goodness. Alright, get parked. We're gonna check this out for sure. Well, they weren't kidding. When you read the reviews on this, it's breathtaking views. And it's downhill from here. Literally. Whoa. Up the road a ways, there's a couple waterfalls we're going to check out. There's that famous one you can get to off the interstate, but I don't care about that one. I've already been there. Wow, look at that building. That is something. Big glass windows. Go figure, huh? Wow, you can actually walk down to the edge down there, go down these stairs. This place has been here for a while. What stonework? It's a visitor center or something for the parks. It's not open though. Oh well. go over here and check the view. Even got lamp posts.
This is like my favorite.
Well, there's your view. Just a lot of trees, vegetation. You really can't tell how much it drops off with all the vegetation there. It's a long ways down. I bet sunsets and sunrises up here are perfect. There's your interstate. I've driven that road, I don't know, countless times down there, that interstate. Never really realized what was up here. Wow. Sure hear the roar of the traffic from down there. There you go, there's your Columbia River Gorge. Right here at the Vista House. Wow, that car is loud. Huh? Closed. Too bad. And what's this? Samuel C. Lancaster, 1864 to 1941. He was the chief engineer that built the highway up through here, probably this house. Still standing. See, they got a desk in there. Oh well, next trip. This road though is not one to bring an RV up. I don't think I'd be doing that, especially pulling a trailer. Sure is neat to drive though. This kind of reminds me of sections of like old Route 66 and stuff where it's all windy. Alright, well, what do you say? You want to go find a waterfall? I do. Just go down the bottom of the hill, keep on trucking. Made it. Wow, here you go. Waterfalls along the Columbia River Gorge. There's people up there along the edge. You must be hiking trails. They're looking for rocks or something. That's a long fall if they slip. Goodness. Probably hiking trails everywhere up in these hills. Oh, this one's called Lateral Falls. Now I know the one off the interstate you can access. I've filmed that before. There's another one past that. I think it's called Horsetail or something like that. We'll find it. Part of this historic US Highway 30 Scenic Byway. What a ride so far. Probably another view over here of it. Day use only, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Alright, I checked the phone. I think that Horsetail Falls will be our next stop. Then once we get back on the interstate, we're going to go check out Bonneville Dam. Yay! Look at that, there's a for sale sign. How'd you like to live here? Oh my goodness. What a view. Wintertime be a little rough though. They do get snow up on this hill. Alright. Enjoy the ride. Oh my goodness, look at that rock. Oh boy. That is right there. See a few scrape marks through there, huh? Oof. Yeah, you can tell this road's been here for 100 years. What engineering to cut one through here. Looks like parking probably for the hiking trails. Oh, you can get back on the interstate here. Well, we're going to keep trucking. One bad thing about the van, it don't fit in a lot of these parking areas. Wow, there's people everywhere. Alright, well, I'm going to bypass this falls. I've filmed this before. I want to get down to that horsetail one. This one here is cool, but it's the busiest because you can park on the interstate and walk over. I'll throw a link down description on that one. But we want to check out the ones up here on this old historic route. Narrow road, isn't it? Right there's your interstate. But we are right here next to it. There's railroad tracks. Okay, according to the phone, that fall should be right up the road here. Oh, there it is. This is cool. Oh, yeah. Alright. I'm going to park over there by that motorhome. This one's a lot less crowded. Looks like we're all the way down the bottom of the hill, too. You can feel the spray just coming up there. There's a big temperature drop right now. This is Mother Nature air conditioner going right here because it's getting pretty warm. It's even creating its own wind. Check out the bushes. What power! This is powerful. I've never been this close to a big waterfall. Well, here's your Zen moment right here on RVerTV. Wonder how many gallons a minute is flowing over this thing. Wow, what a cool stop. That's the stop of the day. I mean, we've seen some good views. Than that other waterfall, that was quite a ways away. You could hear it, but right here, man, you can feel the power of that thing. And people just drive right past it on the interstate, don't even pay attention to it probably. Alright, what do you say? We're going to head down to Bonneville Dam next. Alright, we're in. This is a fish hatchery in the Bonneville Dam. Massive. Absolutely massive. Big power generating dam right here in the Columbia. Huge lock system so the big barges can come through. I was here several years ago. I thought this time take a little closer look. Don't you think? Heck yeah. Forgot my fishing pole again though. Oh no. Okay, oh, I forgot. Yeah, we actually get to drive across the dam here. Are you ready? Now that was too cool for school. Got to drive across it. Yay. Wow, look at the spray coming off over there. They got big fish ladders here. Hopefully we'll see a few fish jumping up the ladder. What a massive facility. Over near the sides, Washington. This is a state line here. Okay, well, it looks like we're perfect timing. This visitor center ought to be opening up. We'll do a walk around, go inside. What a pretty place, though, huh? Big old blade off the power turbines, probably. They got picnic tables out here. Just spend the day. All day you can't camp here, that's for sure. Huge amount of water. All the power that they generate. All the workers posing for a picture on top of it. Shows you the size of this operation. Out with the old, in with the new. Now they replace them all. I'm sure with technology improving. Need a fire truck? There's an old timer. They are just now getting the place opened up. That was cool driving that old road though. Wasn't a lot of miles, kind of windy, took a little while. But I'm glad I took it this morning. Alright, well, maybe we'll walk the outside first, I don't know. Ready for a response? They do get a lot of fires here in Oregon, that's for sure. You know, it's amazing after a fire though, how fast a forest will recover. Burning, wow, look at those pictures. Right up there in the hills, huh? Part of it though. I think down here is where the fish ladders are. We'll do the outside first, then go in. So if you're eating a salmon tonight, guess what? Might have swam through here. It's amazing how they make their way back to where they were born, spawned. Thousands of miles. Now, this would be a good place to have a hook and a worm and a pole. Think you get in trouble? Well, maybe. Heck, all you need's a net. There's the maze they swim through. Alright, well, let's go inside, make our way out, and then I think we can get on that pathway down there where the ladder actually is. Sounds like a plan. Heck yeah. Alright, we're on the roof. Work our way down. There's the big lock system where the big barges go through. We drove across that part. Just shows you the size of this place. Huge. We were just down there walking around the ladder. There's all the power generation system for the dam. This is nice up here. I've never been up here. forest to sagebrush. Talking about the Columbia River itself. Some of the geology of it. But it starts clear up in Canada, doesn't it? There's the ladder. We'll get down there. See if we see any fish jumping. What a view, though. Alright. One more look over in this end, and we'll head on down. The Columbia River system from Astoria, Oregon to Lewiston, Idaho. That's right, was it Snake River or something? We're going there. Buckle up. We're gonna head there. This whole summer, all summer long, just gonna keep driving and videoing and exploring. All the big barges that pass through, because they haul grain down the river. All the farming. How do you build a dam in the middle of a river. Yeah. Very carefully. Well, let's truck on down. They even got the stairwell painted up. I'd rather take stairs any day than an elevator.
That's clever. How big was that fish?
Oh,
That's clever.
Look at these guys just hanging around for a while. That water is moving fast. They let go, they're probably gone. Yikes. Here you go. See, that one's named Dinner, that one's named Baked. Where's Fry at? They got a little measuring tape, you can see how big they are.
Oh, those are the sturgeons.
which one's the most tasty?
I think the kings are.
Pretty powerful current to fight. Yep, there goes that guy. He's gonna hang around. Wow, I wonder how many fish come through here. Look at that. No, okay. Says, let me stick around for a while. Well, what do you say? Let's head outside, get a closer look at the ladder, fish ladder. No fishing. Nah, I'm teasing. Wow, look at that. They gotta jump through there. Probably when the salmon really run. I don't think it's this time of year. Thing is just loaded full. That's more in the fall, isn't it? I'm no fish expert. Here's another look at it. Like a river, concrete river. Oh, there's some. You can see them barely. I can make out a couple of them. That is incredible. The power of a fish to journey up that thing. Probably when they get through it, they go, woof. Well, neat stop here. There's more of the ladder system. It's long. There's fishing areas, I believe. Last time I was through here, you've seen people could fish. Wow. Powerful place. Definitely, if you're trucking through here, it's open to the public. It's free. No charge to get in here or anything. Spend a day, relax. Alright, well, head back up towards the van. See what else we can find today. I gotta figure out a place to stay tonight, too. There's a ship going through the locks. That's quite a drop. That's a lot of feet difference. Water level. Kind of makes you wonder how they did build this thing. Must have just diverted the water and started pouring concrete. Alrighty, let's do some more exploring along this Columbia River Gorge. Right there, that's called the Bridge of Gods. We're going to cross it. Go over to Washington. Museum on the other side. There's all kinds of cool things here to see and do. This town's called Cascade Locks. There's even a KOA. I'm going to spend the night here. Pretty touristy. I've been through here quite a few years ago. Looks like it's still going good though. Neat old town, huh? This is where they had the original locks. We'll see it. There's a little park. Let me find a place to pull off. I gotta switch out camera batteries and get a game plan. Maybe we'll go across the bridge first and then come back over here. Okay, we're doing plan A. See, this is how you do when you explore. We'll go over to Washington side first. Right here to the right where it says Marine Park, we'll come back to that. And because we're going to spend the night over here at a KOA, so let's do Washington first and then come back. Everybody agree? Yeah. Hey, little burger place. I ate there last time. It's pretty good food. Pretty busy time of year, summertime. You want to beat the heat? There's another place to come. But here you'll fight winds. Winds along the Columbia are huge most days. Okay, we're going to cross up here. We're going to cut over on the Bridge of Gods. Very iconic old bridge. Oh, we got some traffic jam and Cascade Locks. Everyone wants to cross the bridge today. I think it's $2 to go across. $3 to go across. It's worth it. Look at this old time bridge. What a view, huh? Wow. All metal decking. That's cool. Hey, welcome to Washington. Welcome back to Washington. We're kind of gonna zigzag our way down to Columbia next few days. Alright, we're gonna cut up here just a few short miles and go find this museum. Very fast-paced road. I'm getting pushed. I think this is my turn coming up here. Yep. And museum should be right up here on the hill off to the right. Here it is. Oh no, there's fire trucks here. Hope everything's okay. That looks like a retirement home. Here's the museum in the back. Has really good reviews on Google. It's kind of what I look for first. I'll read the reviews. Old fire truck. Kind of looks like that one over at Bonneville Dam. Hey, front row parking right here. Okay, this is called the Columbia Gorge Museum. Got some pretty flowers out front. It's supposed to be a local type museum too. I guess we're close to Stevenson, Washington. We're on the Washington State side of the Columbia. Colorful flowers. But look at these things. The carvings. This building has to be what, 3 stories? So those are at least 30 plus feet tall. Just the size of the tree alone. That's incredible. I've never seen anything quite like that. Big metal braces bolted right to the building. That took some time to make, didn't it? Well, old train cars, trucks, cranes, that kind of thing. There's the river. Yay. Alright, let's go on in. place is massive. They got quite a bit of Native American. Looks like baskets. Some of the clothing. Nice designs on that. And some kind of a big, looks like water wheel. Probably used for milling. Used the power of the river. That is quite a display in here. Huge.
That's how some, yeah. There were people living there, but we decided to set up that place.
Snowshoes. No thanks. Traps for critters. But trucking around with snowshoes. Imagine seeing all this before they dammed it up when it used to flow this wild. That'd be something. There it is in action. Fish wheels. Oh my goodness, it scooped fish. There you go. Who needs a worm and a hook? I'll be darned. I thought it was for like power and milling. Just put a wheel on the back of your boat and scoop them in. This whole section of the building just dedicated for this. You got a plane hanging in here. Alright, well, we can go upstairs. Faces of the past. Getting your picture taken back then was a big deal. They're not smiling though. Probably a rough life.
Oh, I didn't see that. It was tucked back in the corner. I just saw it because I walked back here. They have a fan in here, but not in the bathroom. They have a theater up there.
All the river boats. There's the big ship wheel. Cruising the Columbia River. Alright, well, go find the stairs. So far that's cool, but those big poles on the outside that are carved are, I think, my favorite here so far. That's amazing how they could carve those things like that. This is probably one of the bigger museums I've been in. I guess the ceilings are so high. Seems bigger. Ton of history on the river, the gorge, and some local stuff. Need a butterfly? There you go. Learn all about them right here. Oh, Mount St. Helens, we were just there. Boy, and that thing blew. My goodness. Shook the world. 1980. That was cool though, going up and seeing it. If you get a chance, make sure you check out that video. That is beautiful woodwork. My goodness. Wonder what it's worth. Bet it sounds good. Pianos, I mean, the history of them, they last such a long time. A lot of the woodwork is just like artwork. Oh, pictures of when they built Bonneville Dam. They diverted the water. There's how they created that monster. That's an excellent photo. Alright, well, we're on the top floor. That's a lot older piano there. See what else we can find. Oh, the plane. Putting the skin on the plane. That'd be something, huh? Yeah, they got wicker chairs to sit in the plane. No thanks. Oh, there they are building it. Local history here. Towing it around, and there it is. There's the plane. Old furniture up there, and whoa, very colorful quilts. A lot of different patterns. Another room full of quilts here. And furniture.
Oh my goodness.
More woodworking.
How many hands have touched this?
That is some expensive stuff, I bet.
I wonder if these are for sale. No,
They don't make furniture
this is a collection.
cool anymore.
Okay.
My dad was an amateur woodworker. He really enjoyed it. Takes a lot of patience.
Wow. Oh, there's a bigger one over around the corner. Is there? Yeah, right around the corner.
There's a glare on.
More patience than I ever had doing it. When I was a kid, he always used to make me sand the wood.
Imagine what our world would be like now. I always look at if things
But
happen.
that was okay.
He was able to build this.
Well, and what it's saying is, it just.
Donald Brown, man of faith.
A lot of people didn't want to change. They didn't want to change.
This is quite a collection in here. Well, there's Safe in History, local stuff. Oh, it's beautiful out now. It kind of warmed up. Little outside seating area here. Very, very nice place. Great views. Put it on your list. This is on the Washington side though, not on the Oregon side of the river. Flowers do good here. I'd say the only drawback, and it's not a bad thing, is the winds really scream along the Columbia River. All right. We're going to go back to Oregon. We're going to go back to Cascade Locks. I got a reservation at the KOA over there, so we'll go check out the locks itself, the old locks. See what else we can find. Back on this busy highway. A lot of traffic. Okay, here we go. I bet I have to pay a toll both directions. Yep, the view's worth it. Back over the Bridge of Gods. This metal deck, you can see right down to the water. You can hear it clanking with the tires going over it. Kind of weird. This is an old time bridge. Been here a long time. Alright, we're gonna head down to, I think it was called Marine Park. Check the old locks. Then go find the campground. Yep, gotta pay another toll. Another $3. Here we go. That sign, part of the old historic US30 through here. And just past this burger place. Now, several years ago, there's actually a campground here I stayed at one night several years ago in this marine park. .12-foot clearance under that bridge there. Yeah, I remember this now, and you know what? There's a little museum here too. And it's open. Yay. Alright, well, let's explore around. I still got a little time before I can check in that KOA. This was one of the original boat locks that they had way back a lot of years ago. Now everyone fishes through here. Little platforms. guess you crawl down on there and start fishing. Bet the salmon just, oh man, when they're running. Kind of like that at the museum, that ladder wheel. Scooping up the fish. Oh boy, the wind is really picking up. See them all fishing? Just a whole line of folks. Oh, look at the boat. He's gonna blast right past all those fishing lines. Watch this guy. Everyone was pulling their lines out of the water real quick. But it's kind of like a little island over here. But this was one of their original old locks. Kind of neat. Look how well built. Still standing. Still going. Oh, here comes another one. This guy's really moving. Well, that must be something for these boats is to shoot through this canal here. Mess with the fishermen. All kinds of trees. Here's some storyboards. Geology of the gorge. Oh goodness. What a massive transportation. They're still using it. All the barges go up and down the river, hauling grain clear out of Idaho and all over the place. Very few places. Look, they used to have old ferries. Then they built the bridge. History of the old steamboats. You can still take cruises. They got cruises that go up and down the Columbia. I'm gonna have to check into that. That'd be fun. Because you'll go through all the locks at the dams and everything. And here you go, that's what it used to look like. The old lock system. All out of wood.
That would be an issue.
Well, what do you say? Let's go check out their little museum. Little tiny railroad engine. Boy, that is tiny. My goodness. I'll be darned. The Oregon Pony, 1905. Wow. All right. we got another museum we can do today. Heck yeah. Last time I was here, this wasn't open. Old tools, stonemasons, how they built the brick walls. Nice young lady, very informative. Who built the locks? Now it's just flood control and everything. That Bonneville Dam was so huge. Conflict around the portage. Oh, there's the little train car, train engine. Back in the day. The Cascades of the Columbia. Yeah, before they dammed it up, there was waterfalls and everything. Now it's all hidden now. Old furniture, organ. This building's kind of old. Packed full of stuff here. School uniforms. How's it like to grow up here in Cascade Locks right on the Columbia? Old dishes. Stove. Keeping warm. Table all set when people used to sit down and eat together. Most people don't do that anymore. Wow, that is a big stove. Thing weighs a ton, I bet. More tools, my goodness. What a collection. All kinds of woodworking. Old saws, hammers. That's how they did it. A little bit of boating history. Artifacts. Typewriters. I remember using one for real. Two-fingered typer. I never did learn. Even today on the computer, I have struggle with typing. Old saddle. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that if you need a tool, here it is. They got stuff everywhere. What's this? National Historic Site, Sternwheel Museum. That must be an old sign for this place. Wonder how they got that old heavy stove down here. That must have been a chore. Well, pretty darn cool. I think there's an upstairs to this place too. All the old logging. Huge business floating the logs down the river. That was modern technology back then. Kids' room, old beds. That wallpaper'd be something to stare at every night. Old pictures. Pretty young lady. And oh, another one of those fishing wheels. That's something you just scoop the fish straight out of the water. More history. There's one of those barges that they float. Reminds me of the Mississippi River, all the barges that float down through there. Wow. Imagine the amount of people lived along this river. This is their livelihood. This was life. Well, that's neat that that museum was open. I camped here, like I said earlier. I remember it being super, super windy. Right up there is a campground. See the RVs? That's where I stayed. Had hookups you could plug in. Alright, speaking of which, let's go find that KOA for the night. Pretty big park day use areas. You can get access to the water. Probably got a boat launch somewhere down here. Those guys probably taking pictures or something. Huh? All the trees bent over from the constant wind. Which way does the wind blow? Just look at the tree. Alright, we gotta make a left up here. In the morning, I'll be jumping back on Interstate 84. Really don't have a big choice what road you take along through here. Most of it is on the interstate. That was so cool to find that historic section where we started off along the Sandy River and over that Vista House. Not really RV friendly, that road, but if you get a chance, go explore it. Perfect for like a motorcycle or van like this, car, Jeep. Yay, home for the night. KOA. This one's a holiday KOA. They have journeys and holidays. Depends on the amenities the KOA offers. Most of them have pools, cabins, playgrounds. They're very family, kid friendly. But they're convenient. They got nice, clean restroom, showers. That's what I like. This one has quite a few cabins, quite a few trees. Hopefully my Starlink works. Alright, well, get checked in and get parked. Here's home for the night. I got a signal. I had to put the Starlink out back behind the van right at the edge. But getting a signal. So I got Wi-Fi. Alright, in the morning we're going to keep on trucking. There's the electric e-bike. Well, good morning. Had a peaceful evening here. Actually, I kind of went to bed early, got up early. Gonna jump over here on the Interstate 84. Gonna truck over to Hood River, Oregon. Thought we'd cross over to Washington, cross another bridge. Plus, I found another overlook online last night. We gotta check. It's another section of the old historic US30. So I thought that'd be kind of cool this morning to see that. It's in between Hood River and the Dalles. Let's see, I need to make a right here. Yep. Few clouds, kind of like a marine layer. Should be a pretty ride this morning. Gonna be going into the sun a little bit. Alright, jump back on Interstate 84. 84 will take you clear down into Idaho and long, long ways. I like getting out early though. Just a few miles up the road be Hood River cruise our downtown area. And maybe take a little journey across the Columbia River again this morning. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for the free newsletter. Put one out twice a month now, right around the 5th and the 20th. Within the newsletter, you'll find articles about future videos, previous videos, plus just different topics about travel around the U.S., including all the cool places I stop at. Yay. Plus, we got a merch shop. Coffee mugs, hats, t-shirts, which help support the channel, and future videos just like this one. Exploring the Columbia River Gorge. Isn't this a pretty ride? What a cool trip this has been so far. Once again, RVerTV.tv. And I appreciate it very much. Pretty ride with the clouds, isn't it? There's your river. Trees everywhere. Whoa, that cop was moving. That's too bad. Alright, well, right up here should be Hood River. Hood River's a decent place if you're camping along through here. They got a Walmart and all the stores. Usually if I need supplies, I'll stop here and stock up. I've driven this highway many, many times. A lot of years ago, before the YouTube and RVing and all that. Busy road. Exit 62, here we are. There's a big bridge that spans the Columbia. Thought we'd drive over and back, and then I definitely want to check out that vista. Another overlook from up on the cliffs. Let's see, I'm going to grab some fuel real quick right here. This will work before we keep on cruising. All fueled up. Plus I snuck in Walmart, grabbed a couple items. Throw in my little fridge. Just some water and stuff for salads. People always ask me, what do you eat on the road? I try to eat in the van. I don't care to eat out too much. Usually salads and sandwiches and whatever I can get away with. This is one old town. Right here along the river. Mount Hood is south of here a few miles. Actually, once we get over on the bridge, we ought to be able to see it. Houses right on the road here. Big park off to the right. Here you go. Here's downtown Hood River. Looks like a lot of shops, small businesses, banks. It's not a big town. Old brick buildings. Alright, I'm gonna make my way over towards the bridge. We'll cross it. And then come back, because I really want to find that vista overlook. Sun is getting up now. It's warming up already. Wind isn't too bad. Okay, make a left here. To the right would take you straight down to Mount Hood. Huge mountains. Well, they got Mount Adams, they got Mount Hood. Bunch of mountains in this region. Mount St. Helens, which the top is missing. Mount Rainier up in Washington. I forget them all. Alright, under the freeway. A lot of major motels, hotels here. Truckers. Here's our bridge. Get to pay another toll. Looks like you pay both directions too. Or do you? We'll find out. Okay, $3.50. Here we go. You notice on these bridges there's no bicycle lanes or pedestrian. None of it. It's a long one, isn't it? Crossing the mighty Columbia River. And this is a drawbridge, so the big ships, barges, all that can come through here. A lot of ship traffic on Columbia. And welcome back to Washington. Back and forth, huh? Well, it's fun. The part of the fun of doing this kind of a trip is zigzag it. Catch both sides. Like if you travel the Washington side, it's more of a state highway, but you seen how busy it was yesterday when we went over to Stevenson and to that museum. Alright, I'm just gonna get turned around here. But we had to cross the bridge, huh? There's a little visitor center right up here to the left. I'm sure it's not open this early. Look how pretty that is. There's Mount Hood straight off. Huge, still snow-capped. Clouds are starting to break up a little. Once again, this is the Washington side. Alright, here's our exit. We're going to jump right back on this historic US30 section of road. There's another vista point up here. I was so impressed with that other one that we seen. I mean, what a view. And this is part of the old road. See, according to the phone, this is Mosier, Oregon. Small towns, back roads, RVerTV style. Heck yeah. Fun to be out early. Perfect blue sky day. Alright, looks like just a few miles up the road will be that Vista point. One lane bridge. Don't see too many of those anymore. Old timer there. Looks like we're climbing up. Gonna be on top of the cliffs pretty soon. Passing by like orchards and vineyards, and they grow a lot of crops here. I remember on the Washington side they had a lot of vineyards. Probably perfect climate for it. Yeah, these places are huge. Alright, we're getting close. Right off to the left you can see the Columbia River Gorge. Big canyons. This is called Rowena Crest. Vista. Wow, that's a pretty big drop off. Here it is. Yay, made it. Yeah, I found this on the maps last night. Back there at the KOA. It's kind of researching what to do today, and spotted this little section of the old road. Oh yeah. Here we go. Alright, let's enjoy this one. Barely hear the traffic coming up from the interstate. What a view. Perfect place for like sunrise, sunset photos. This would be a photographer's dream here. There's hiking trails here too. I seen signs for it. Well, yeah, geez, what a view. These vistas. This would be number 2. Imagine back in the old days, people just stopped. This was their rest area probably. Got a few switchbacks to go down to get out of here. Looks like a little racetrack down there. Bet motorcycles love this road. That's straight down on these cliffs. Check this out. Whoa. That is a straight drop off. Just like that, that wind just kicks straight up. Rowena Crest. Imagine all the people that have stopped here. There's train tracks down there. You can see trains and things. Alright, what a cool stop. Highly recommend this. Now we get to go down that switchback road. Head back down towards interstate. Alright, river's on the left hand side. We're gonna actually turn clear back around and come back at the vista going downhill once we get down here a little ways. Swing around, now the river's on the right. And there's the vista. Isn't that cool? We're up the top there. That is just neat. Shows you how fast this drops back down too. And now the river's on the left side. What a pretty ride. This has probably been one of my most favorite drives in this region for as long as I can remember. Exploring this historic old road like this. Never knew driving the interstate all those years that this was up here. What a hidden gem it is along this iconic river and all the history here. Historic US30. Thank you for watching this once in a lifetime video. In this series here, we're going to continue on. There'll be a part 2 to finishing off the rest of the Columbia River Drive. And then we're going to head straight over into Idaho, which is going to be one epic event as well. All these once in a lifetime videos are on RVerTV. Make sure you check them all out. There's up to 40 of them now. Once in a lifetime series. Journey continues. Talk soon.